Hello, good morning. I think I'm maybe 1 minute late. I don't know. My clock doesn't always keep exact time. I don't know how y'all are about that. But good morning. Who do we have out there today? Who's going to be joining us? I am back in my office here in Las Vegas today. There we go. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. Nice to have you. I see Kathy's picture up there. Good morning, Miss Kathy. See, I'm going to give you guys a little wave. Ta-da. Cool. Yes, good morning. How's the weather there in KC today? I think y'all are having pretty good weather, right? Oh, I just love all those little hearts. That's so cool. Let's see, I see a new picture up there. The pictures, just in case y'all want to know, if y'all have ever done a Facebook Live, so at the very top, it shows me pictures, but they're so small, it's actually quite hard to see who the pictures are. So let me see, though. It says there's Megan watching and Lori. Good morning, Lori. Oh, cloudy, it's Kansas City. Cloudy and prepared for a rainy evening. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, cool. Well, hate to tell you, but it's a beautiful day here in the neighborhood. Hey, by the way, I wasn't going to talk about that, but this reminds me, if you, oh my gosh, now I cannot pronounce your name. So good morning to whoever just signed in. I don't know where you are located. You could tell me, because I assume you must speak English or you wouldn't be on here, but I cannot pronounce your name. And I don't know. Anyway, well, good morning to you. Miss C. Your name starts with a C. So I just watched the movie Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, or It's a Wonderful Day in the, maybe It's a Wonderful Day in the Neighborhood. Anyway, the Mr. Rogers story. And I watched Mr. Rogers with my kids. I was really interested to watch it. I thought it was very well done. And I learned so much about him as a person. And you could just tell by his show how much he really loved kids and wanted to give them a quality product. And, the stage, we look now and we think that stage was, actually a little hokey. I mean, it's like, and the puppets were there was just nothing jazzy, nothing fancy about it. But the bottom line was he wanted every child to know that they were special and to believe in themselves. I mean, what a great message. I mean, that was his whole point of the show. And if you ever watched it with your kids or anything, you know that that's true. And that kids oftentimes, they blame themselves. They think they're responsible maybe for some of the hardship or some of the things that are going on in the home when they're not, but they're just a kid, so they take it on. And how he was just really accepting and wanted children to learn to be accepting of each other and play together. And it was really good. So if you have not seen that, I highly recommend it. Good morning, Carol. Good morning to you. And Sandy, nice to see you this morning. And let's see, I can tag. Now, somebody could explain this to me sometime as to why some of the names come up and say, send a wave. And some of them, like Sandy Abrams, hers said, do you want to tag her? And I know what it means to tag, but the others of you, like Kathy and Lori and Megan, it didn't say, do you want to tag them? So I don't understand why. Again, somebody could teach me this, probably not here now because, well, you could send me a message. But I've always wondered, why some of the names show one thing and some of the names show another. So maybe it's a way that y'all sign on or something. And last week, someone said they kept trying to send a message, but they didn't know how. And I think you just type in the comments at the bottom. Is that right, Kathy? I'll just ask you because I know that you most often send me a message. So when you're watching it, so let me ask you, Kathy, are you on your computer or on your phone? That could be the difference too. Is it maybe people are checking on their phones, it does one thing, and if they're checking on the computer, maybe it's something else. So maybe I'll know. I'm scrolling down in case y'all are wanting to know what I'm doing here, looking down instead of looking up at you. Well, Miss Alicia Adams. Hi, honey. How's my little Henry doing this morning? Good morning. Oh, Kathy, you're on your phone. Okay. So it could be that maybe some of them are the difference, but except Alicia, I think you're on your phone too. But yeah, yours said wave, and so did Kathy. So maybe we can wave on the phone, people, but we can tag the people on computers. I'm not sure. All right, so this morning, let me first tell you. So anyway, my first thing was Mr. Rogers in the neighborhood and go watch the movie. It's like a documentary, but not boring like a documentary. And so I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, so I'm talking about branding this morning, and the reason is I went to a fun time with Missy Day last night. She had a rebranding party, and she invited a lot of us that are in her circle. And anyway, she has a great new brand. She's going by her, she's now Missy Day, and she is a success. And I may say it wrong, but she is a business coach, success coach. She does great things, and her new brand actually reflects her personality. She is a fun, loving, sweet person, but she's very business. She can teach you great skills. So her new branding does that for her. So one of our other members, I'll just give a shout out to Michelle Poe, worked with her on her branding. Now we have several gals in our group that do branding and computer websites and that. In Michelle's group, her printed materials were just beautiful, everything very professional, very high-end, classy, and Missy is very high-end, classy woman, so it really reflected well to her. And I was thinking about that this morning and last night, is that, what is your brand? Now, I'm going to talk today a little bit about professional branding, your business branding, but also your personal brand. Because the truth is, every one of you have it. And it's all a matter of, okay, now hold on a second. I've got things in my eye and in my view, and I'm not being able to see very well. I'm seeing if I can switch my screen around a little bit. So I see people checking on this morning. I see faces going across the top. But I don't see many names. Hey, Larry. Beth, good morning. It was nice to see you last night. I was just talking about, yes, you put that on there, that Missy's party was very nice last night. It was great. And hi, Natalie. Oh, this is so fun. I love it that you guys come on. And so there, do I want to? Okay, so now only 2 people has Facebook asked me, did I want to tag them? So that means you guys' names will show up that you were on the call or on the show, but not everybody is that. So again, somebody send me a message sometime and tell me what that is. So as we talk about branding, so what do you want people to think or say or believe about you? Because that is your brand. So if you in your business, okay, so on Missy's brand last night, so I'm using her for an example this morning. So Beth, you can tell her I talked about her today if you want to, because I'm not sure that she'll be on. But on Missy's brand, she has hot pink and black, which is pretty funny because y'all know, so do I. So I have a feeling I know why she picked those colors, because again, I have those same colors, and but how she uses the colors is totally different. And so in her brand, she has this arrow going upward, and the reason it's a subconscious thing. When you see that, you think upward. So upward movement. Success is moving up. It's not going down. If she had things going down, then it would have a more like a down, maybe not negative, but things that are moving up are like life-giving. The color pink, and if y'all have ever done that, you can Google on there and find out what do colors mean. But red and like hot pink, like that I wear, that's on my brand and stuff, is it's a lively, happy color. It's energy. So that is that's what she gives. That's what I try to give through the things that I do. So when you're looking, think about to yourself and maybe put down your 3 favorite colors, because usually the color that you would want to use in your brand from a business standpoint would be the color that you just love. Beth says my colors are similar, different color pink, but close. Ha ha ha. Yes, we all do have good taste. Now I know Kathy Weaver. I know her color is purple. I mean, she uses purple. Carissa uses purple, and it's all in how you use them and put together. Because there's only X number of colors. So kind of we stick with and purple is bold and royalty. And sometimes whatever your brand is, I'm just trying to think of somebody in our group. If you use, if your business, okay, so because right now we're talking business. If your business is something that is calming, if it's something that you want to have a feeling of just like a calm, a nice color, in the blue zone is what people will use, because it's a calming, more peaceful type of color. One of our gals in Kansas City, Crystal, she works with relationships. Her business is called Mended, and she uses in the blue range. I think hers, if I recall, is a little more aqua. I might not be perfect, but I know it's in the blue range, because families, and she's a family counselor, when they come to her, they are looking for peace and they are looking for calm and those type of things. So when you're thinking about your business, what do you want your business to say? First of all, what is your business? What is your whole point of your business? And then what is a color that reflects that, right? It's important. Colors are very, very important. For those of you, actually, most of you today do work businesses, but I see my great friend Diane Gennari is on this morning. Good morning, Diane. Yesterday, I just saw pictures of your girls, recent pictures, and it's just so cute. She has a daughter. One of her daughters going to have a baby. I got to see that picture. If you're figuring your business, so I would take and really think about what are your 3 favorite colors, and do those colors reflect your business? Because they may not. It doesn't have to. Your favorite color might be, I don't know, maybe your favorite color is yellow, like bright yellow, which is happy and sunshine and all that. But maybe your business, what you're doing in your business, isn't that same reflection. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So write down your 3 favorite colors, and then think about it a little bit and say, do those colors reflect your business? And if not, then, make another list of 3 and think, okay, so what feeling, what emotion does the color bring out that you're using in your branding for your business? If you think of the various colors of national brands, and some of the logos out there, I had a session with a branding company a couple of years ago, and they were pointing out to me not all, but many of the national brands and how the colors and the things that they put in there. So here's the one that stood out the most to me, because I was so shocked because I never saw it, was FedEx. Okay, FedEx is bold, right? Big, bold FedEx. And then in the middle of the FedEx, there is an arrow. So if you look at it, there is an arrow in the words FedEx that is moving forward. It's not moving up, but it's moving forward, because what are they doing? They are moving your packages. They are taking your packages. They are bold. They're saying we're the leader in the industry, right? And their colors are bold, that orange and purple that they use. So it's really cool. And the other one is that I just totally had not paid attention to. Now they're using it more and more now, is Amazon. Okay, so Amazon, and what's the little thing that's under Amazon, right? Is the smile. So they want you to smile when you think of Amazon. It's also got a little arrow on the end of it, right? So it's moving forward, it's taking you places, it's bringing you things. And the other thing the part I missed on that, so Amazon, and the smile is going from A to Z. Maybe y'all all knew all that already, but if you notice that, so Amazon is going A to Z. So they spent who know how many thousands with ad agencies coming up with those things. We're not going to be spending that kind of money, but you still have great input and knowledge that you can use for your own branding. So in your business, what colors do you want to use? What is your message? That's the other thing. If you could only have one sentence, and that's what a 1 minute is all about when you're doing networking or when you're going places. Hi, good morning, Lisa. Nice to see you. And Christy Kramer, good morning. Let me see here, Beth. I also asked on Facebook. Oh, that's great, Beth. What a great idea. So y'all read Beth's comment there. Um, that yeah, oftentimes the way people see you because and that's what gives me the great segue, Beth, into your branding for your own personal self. So those of you who don't have businesses and you're saying, well, I don't need to be listening to her today, is that we are reflecting who we are. We are our brand. We wear our brand. We act our brand. We are the brand that people see every day. So whether it's, in your activities, if you do things at your church or you're doing things at school with your kids or the things you do with your grandkids, whatever you're doing as your own personal self, not as your business, is also speaking to people. We've talked about before how, as Christians, we're sometimes the only Bible, the only book people read about Christ is how we live our life and the choices that we live. And that goes, it's even further than that. So think about, now the color is not as much important, but I think it's fun to think about that. What color do you reflect to other people? Okay. Is it a happy color? Are you a hot pink reflection? Are you a bright yellow because you bring sunshine to people? Are you a calming? Are you more of a blue because you're a calming influence? And I'll tell you, I'm going to be really real with you guys. I tend to be very, I know y'all don't know this, right? So I am an extrovert. I mean, I'm out there. I have energy. I have to watch myself not to bulldoze through things. So it is really great when I have friends and other people that I hang around with and stuff who are more calming. And I'm going to talk about my friend Barb Melton. Barb is my blue. Barb is the other side of me. When we do things together, she is that calming, beautiful, soft spirit person. So if I were to paint Barb, it would be in the blues with some white because she's just such a beautiful soul, so think about how would you like people to see you, because I'm going to say, as I do all the time, is that it's a choice. If you feel like, or if you ask people and they painted you, so to speak, or a particular color, if that's not the color that you want to be reflecting, you can re-examine your life and you can start making different choices to become more of that color that you want to reflect. And the other thing is that thinking about if you wrote down what you want people to know about you, what is your philosophy, so to speak? What is in the business world, we call it your POV, your point of view. And I went to it was a couple years ago now, I went to a weekend, I don't know what you call it, workshop, retreat or something for speakers and coaching and that type of thing. And we spent a big percentage of that time really talking about what is your point of view. And, you start out, well, I believe this and I think about this. But when you boil down and take all the layers off, like in an onion, and you peel back all the layers, what is it that you really believe? And it took me the whole weekend. Some people got theirs right off. I don't know, the slow learner here or whatever. But I just had such a hard time of defining it and realizing that it really was what I really believe in pretty much every circumstance. I say pretty much because maybe there's one I don't know. But my point of view, okay, my POV is, if you don't like where you are, make a different choice. Because I truly believe that we all have choices. You have a choice on how you want people to perceive you. You can make choices on what character you want to have. If you have a part of yourself, your character that you're not really proud of or that you don't like, maybe you use foul language and you really don't want to. Well, if that's true, then just make a different choice and don't do it. And it takes some time and you have to make new habits, and it's oftentimes not easy, but the truth is it's just simple. Decide that's not what you want to do anymore and make that change. So I found out that really is the bottom line. So y'all know that's what I teach. That's what I end every message with, is that I really believe. And I think it's so powerful. I think it's just freedom. When you know that you have a choice in your life, it opens up, it opens up the world for you. And so that becomes, you then can make the different choices and accomplish what you want. So back to our branding. So in your branding of yourself and your personal character, think about that. What are the three? You might even want to write 5, because sometimes it takes a little while to really define what that is you want people to know. Now, many of us, and I think, because I think just about everybody on today are Christians, and so that's one of the things. That's the brand that you want to wear. You want people to know that you are a Christian. But y'all, it goes further than that. What is it that of that Christian faith? What is it about your walk, your character, that you really want? If somebody thought of you, or when they think of you, what do you want them to think? Do you want them to think loving, accepting, non-judgmental, unconditional love? Those are all different words that can define you. So think about what it is. How do you want to be defined? What is your brand? That's what I'm talking about. So write those out, and I would love it if you would share that with me. You may not do it right here, but send me a private message or send me a thing and tell me, what is the most important thing that you would like people to know about you? One of the ones that I hope permeates my life and my sphere of influence is unconditional love. My goal is to not judge. I can't say I'm always perfect at it, but I want people to know that I love them no matter the choices that they make. No matter, and with my kids, as they were growing up, I just, behavior is different than the person. I can really hate the behavior. I can not like the choices, but I'm still going to love the child. And same way with people. People aren't going to make the choices that you want them to. They're going to have behaviors that you don't like. And even, this is not a political statement, but it is very important in the political arena, is that we can all have different points of view. We can not agree on different, whether we agree or not agree on the president, if we agree or not agree on the Senate or the mayor of your town. We don't have to agree, but that doesn't mean that we can't agree to disagree, that we can't still be friends, that we still need to love each other and accept each other, even if we have totally different points of view. And even non-Christians, if someone is not a Christian, doesn't have the same faith as you, our job is to love, that unconditional love, which is what Jesus was all about. So think of 4 or 5 things, and I would do this for those of y'all that are in business. I would do this in your business and in your personal life. What are the 3 top things that you would like everybody to know about you as a person? And what do you want them to know about you as a business? Now, in my case, I am my business. I'm not representing another company. I'm not in direct sales. Like when I was in Mary Kay, then there would be certain things, how I would approach this, when I was a director of Mary Kay, is different than now, because now I am my business. So y'all get the distinction there. Same way with Beth, many of y'all that are on here today. So think about that. So those are the couple of things to look at in your, yes, Kathy is Kangen Water Purple. Yes. And Carissa is also purple. And Jennifer, in all this time, I have to say, I don't know what your color is. Like, what is your favorite color? I'm not sure that I've ever heard you say. So you're going to have to tell me. Anyway, Vicki, hi, good morning. I had missed that when you came on. And let me see if I missed anybody else. There's Carol Ann. And Charlene, good morning. Jackie, good morning. Missy, you are on. So I talked about you earlier in the start of the talk this morning, and I loved being at your party last night, and it just made me start thinking about how important branding is in our business and also in our lives. And oh my gosh, is it Jan or John? My POV is acceptance equals love. Awesome. Yes. Love is a business strategy. Yes. So Lisa, what a great compliment. You want to write some of this down. So I would say just later come back and listen to it because it's always posted on the website after. And Daylene is on. My gosh, it's great to have you guys on this morning. Charlene is purple. Purple is a great color. As I said, it is powerful. It is royal. It is it's life-giving, anyway, but purple is a great color. The thing is, every color is great depending on what you're trying to represent, right? Of course, I am partial to pink, as is Missy, and then I think Beth is a little softer pink, and I so know why that is, because that is part of the sweet and the that sweetness, more calm, that is in Beth and how she approaches things, not quite as bold as the hot pink is. So it's fun, you guys. Look at your colors. Think of what your color is. Send me a message and tell me if it's different, tell me what your business color is and your personal color. Because like I said, I think it can be different. Although I would imagine that in most cases it will be the same. And then really, really think about what is your bottom line? What is your POV? What do you want people to know about you? What is your point of view in your business? I have said this before. It looks like I'm going to go over by just a minute or two, so I apologize if y'all need to get off. Actually, I'm not finished yet, but so for instance, Nordstrom's, and Nordstrom's POV, their bottom line, most important thing they want everybody to know is customer service. Everything is about their customer. They are going to bend over backwards to make sure that their customer service is par excellence, and it is the best. So every business, the big businesses out there, they all have a mission statement. They do all have a point of view. What is their most important thing in your business? What is customer service your main thing that you do, or is having the most exceptional product out there yours? That we're not going to skimp. Everything's going to be done high quality, top notch, excellent in your product. So it is fun to think about. And a way to do that, y'all, is to take, my paper's all messy. I'll open here. You could just take a piece of paper like this, and then it's called a brain dump. Just dump your brain out and think about, you might want to have a page on color and a page on your thoughts as far as your POV is concerned. Or you could, this would be fun. This is a brainstorm right here as I'm thinking about dumping my brain. Is writing what you really believe, like words or small phrases. Now, not a 3-sentence rotation, okay? Writing the phrases, love, acceptance, customer service. What are those? But write a bunch of them down, because sometimes it takes getting a whole bunch out to then define your others. Then you could go back and you could take colored pencils. Now, I know, Kathy, this is so not what you would do. This goes with, again, sort of my personality side. I like things in color. I like things to pop. I like things to have movement and up. So you could take colors and what colors represent what you wrote down. Sort of think about how that is, and you'll begin to see something emerge. And it's really wonderful. It's pretty great. So do that. So those are your assignments, should you choose to acceptance. And I would love to know back. I'd love for you to send me a message. So here we are. It's 10 o'clock. Well, it's 10 o'clock in Kansas, 8 o'clock here in wherever I am. Oh my gosh. Sometimes, y'all, I forget where I am. I just have to say, and y'all know that. So I want to say, I'm going to make one last little thing. And on my brand, on my new brand that I brought out a few months ago, and I didn't even think about having a branding party. Missy, I should have talked to you, and maybe you would have given me that idea. But it's very similar to my old one. It's actually a freshening up. But you'll notice that my hot pink circle, the little thing, circle or swoosh or whatever that's under my name, the reason it's there is because my goal is unconditional love. I want to be accepting to all. I want all of you to be part of our community. So I invite you to go join the Fun Fearless Female group, the Fun Fearless Female page. Be part of our lunches when in Kansas City or in Las Vegas. And so what are you trying to say? So I'm trying to say to you that I love you. I want all of us to be accepting of each other, to come together in community and lift each other up, because it takes a village. None of us can do this by ourselves. So as I close everything that I do, since y'all know that's my POV, my point of view, which is why I say it all the time, is that life is not a matter of chance. It's a matter of choice. Choose wisely. Go out, make it a fabulous week. Go out and decide what you want your brand to be by first deciding what you want your brand to reflect. And for goodness sakes, as you go make a difference in the world. Okay, guys, love you. Thank you. I appreciate you joining me today. Bye.